Khris, when you have guys out hurt, or in your case, playing through injury, how troubling is it to lose a guy like Bobby the way you lost Bobby?
Yeah, it's tough. Down, two of your best players, and then you're down one of your best players that's been playing off the bench all year long, and now since a starting role, we need him. It's unfortunate what happened, but I thought we competed, the rest of the game. Even though he went out, guys stepped up, Andre, he played a hell of a game, AJ, Bees, Pat, Jay, Gallo, they all came in and gave valuable minutes.
Bobby's an emotional player, and he's often on that edge. Do you count on him to know where that line is on any given night?
Yeah, I think, emotions got the best of him in this situation. I thought, for the most part of the year, he's done a great job of, flirting with that line and not crossing over it tonight. It just crossed over at the worst time for us.
How are you feeling? You sprained in, I think, the opposite ankle this time. How are you feeling after that?
Good. I'm all right.
I guess just for you, a big part of this game was trying to slow it down a little bit, feeding Brooke, feeding Bobby in the post. Just what do you see from Bobby to start the game, and then Brooke as the game went on to be able to take those post possessions and kind of help you guys settle a little bit?
Yeah, I thought we attacked the game, coming out well in the post, being physical, trying to make them work a little bit, using our size as much as we could. Once Bobby went out, I thought Brooke did a great job, playing the paint for the most part and mixing and finding his balance of when to pop for his threes and to live in the paint. I thought Brooke was great all night.
I think they shot about 50% from three the entire night. They started hot and stayed hot throughout. Doc had mentioned, hey, we knew we were going to have to trap. We were going to have to try some different things defensively. But I guess just what did you see on the defensive end tonight to kind of let them get it out?
I think, starting the game in the first half, they did hit a couple threes, but I thought we did a great job of staying in the game. Offense kind of kept us in it. But then second half, fourth quarter, I think we let Miles get a little too hot, a little late on a couple of rotations, a little late on a little bit of adjustment. And, he spread that lead for them when he got
hot. Khris, I mean, it's 3-1. I mean, the series isn't over, right? But I guess what is sort of the mindset here, knowing, I mean, it is where to go home at this point for you all?
Yeah, got to try to protect home court, for one. And then the motivation is to try to get back here. I've been in this situation a couple times where we've been able to force another game. I've been on the other side when we haven't. It could go either way, but we have to play as hard as we can. We have to execute our game plan. We have to keep guys in check. And, it's even though we've been down before, we're down 2 guys now. We still got all the confidence in the world that we could get back here. I think that's the motivation.
Both, last game it was offensive rebounding. You all talked about points in the paint that totally flipped in this game. You have talked about pace after game 2 had changed that at times as well. So you've adjusted and fixed things each game. Maybe the result hasn't been there. Does that help with some confidence going into game 5, regardless, to see that you have been able to change some things?
Yeah, win or lose, I'm always going to have confidence in, my guys out there. Whether I've been blown out by 50 in the playoff game and come back and win that next game and win the series. So, each game is different. I mean, the season's not over yet. Still got another game to play, and the only way we keep playing is if we win this next one at home.
How do you stop guys from just feeling kind of snake bitten with all the injuries and stuff that you guys have piling up?
I focus on controlling what I can control. That's it. Injuries happen. You can play through it if you can't. I mean, you can't. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's my only focus, control what you can control.
Khris, you mentioned AJ, Andre. Can you tell us specifically what about them has worked really well for you guys in this series?
That was great. Dre's intensity is always there. He's been, our ball handler at times when he's on the court, and he does a great job of playing with pace, getting us in sets, and, getting guys in the right spots. And the AJ is just another scorer and shooter out there. This is their first time out there in this type of environment. I thought, they played well as they could for first-timers. This is not an easy place to play, not an easy situation to play in, but I thought they both rose to the occasion. We just came up short as a team.
Before the game, Doc probably gave his most positive update about Giannis thus far, what he was able to do this morning. How do you I guess maybe not imagine a world where he's back for Game 5, and also imagine a world where he is. It's just that
Yeah.
what it could be.
I know, like I said, I focus on what I can control. I've been in a situation where I've been sitting, itching to get back, trying to do everything I can. I know he's doing the same thing, and I'm not going to pressure him to play when he's hurt. I've been there, like I said, and I know what that feeling is like. I know if he could be out there, he's going to play. That dude's played through so much in his career that I know if he could play, he can play. And unfortunately, right now he can't. So when he's ready to play, he'll let us know.
I haven't checked the specific numbers, but I would guess your usage in these two games is higher than it's been at any other point this season.
Yeah.
What do you take from these two games that you can use going forward? Like, are there things you learned about being so high usage, about when you gotta push forward, when you gotta lean on your teammates?
I think it's just picking my spots, playing with balance. I think, even when Giannis is Dame out there, I do the same thing. In the first half, I was trying to play team basketball, so maybe the defense maybe relaxed on me. I get other guys open. For the majority of the first half, I felt like it worked. Then we just missed some shots. That happens. So at times I got to figure out when to be more aggressive. And, it's just a balance. It's a fine line between being overly aggressive sometimes and taking past shots for myself.